Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. Thumbs up for that. It is double checking on my tray notification area on my Windows. The 31st, Tuesday. Thumbs up for that. A good thing. I mean, maybe it's the inexorable march of time. Thumbs up for that. Hopefully your day is going well. I am definitely surviving. I slept last night, not great. It was later than I liked going to bed, but that's because I got a late walkies, but that's life too. I went walkies and then I came in and relaxed and watched videos, and I think I might have played a little bit of a game, after that, but you don't want to do too much before you go to bed, because if you wind yourself up in a game, because you should, excuse me, you should avoid, in the last few hours before going to sleep, playing games like first-person shooters and all that, because I've mentioned before, your eyes and your ears bring in inputs that your brain has to take as real, even though it's a video game. And so, excuse me, you end up putting your system into fight or flight it's technically, everyone talks of fight or flight, but it's fight, flight, and one of the largest responses is freeze. But nobody talks about that one. People have gone actually catatonic for days after an assault because it's fight, flight, or freeze. And actually most people choose freeze, and it's not a conscious choice. It happens. But trying to remember where I went from all that. Still, life is life. I can't remember where I was going, so let's just say that life is life, and that's good. Thumbs up. I'm surviving. I've been going out doing things, and you shouldn't play those games if you want to sleep, but I did, and it didn't really affect anything. I still fell asleep, and it was good. Yay. And I've been trying to think of creative things, and in some cases I've been chewing on my cosmic horror framework idea more, and then having to reiterate in my head some stuff that I thought of years back, because once again, the inexorable march of time. And so I do want to talk about some of the cosmic horror stuff, but I'll talk about that in a bit. First off, I also want to talk about other things like, generally I don't know what's happening. I think it might be with just the general depressive state I've been in of late, where I've been trying my best not to, but I also have biochemical depression, which has, I am a neurotypical. I am depressed. I have ADHD I am under medicated for, and I'm on the autism spectrum toward the not massively affected side, but it's affected my whole life and still does even now. So, yay. But trying to remember where I was going with all that. So I've been trying to be creative and do all these things, and it's really, really hard just to even stay motivated to do anything. I mean, I don't have to. I choose to make videos now because for the past 6 years and some, it has been structure and form to an otherwise structureless and formless life. I am, disabled. I can't work physically. I have to tank up on THC so I can go out for walkies. And when I go walkies for 2 hours in a shot, when I get back, I am done. I frequently I'm done. Last night I was having anxiety because of the inflammation of the nerves of my back. So I can't do much physically. I got 20 minutes of stand in place time before I am done for 6 hours. I can go walkies for 2 hours and then I'm done. I can sit in a chair for a long time, but at the same time, I also have to get up every hour or two because my back and everything just hurts so much from sitting. There's no position that is good. I mean, even lying down hurts. All my skeletal muscles hurt all the time. Yay. So I can't do much physically. And because of that, and my wife being, dead for 7 years and some now, coming up on 8, I think. So I've had no taking care of her. She was the structure and form in my life for a long time. But these days, I wake up, I come in here, I get stuff ready, and then I start recording at 7 o'clock. And these days, it's closer to 7:30 all the time now. And it's hard to get moving, and I'm not quite sure why, because I need that form and structure. So things are moving around up here. I got to keep talking to my doctor. Not my doctor, my therapist. And so that'll be good. And I still need to take pictures of my ears so I can send that off to my doctor, my actual primary care provider doctor at the VA, and see about having a cardiologist make sure I'm not just going to kick off at any time. And I've got to figure out a way to get to an appointment, because I live in Shelton, Washington, which is like 20 miles as the crow flies from Olympia, Washington, which is the capital of Washington State. I have an appointment on the 15th of September in Olympia to go and have another colonoscopy, which is great. Awesome. I need the colonoscopy. It's just I need to figure out how to get to Olympia now. Hopefully my housemates might be able to drive me there. I hope. Gotta talk to them about that, because I just found out last night they finally got an appointment for me. So thumbs up on that. A very good thing. Also, just on the random front thing, I have been lotioning up my skin just like crazy. Yesterday, I went just every time I turned around, I was putting lotion on my forehead and my nose and all, just everywhere, trying to stop this mass keratinization that's been going on. It's not perfect. I still got more red along here still. It's still healing from whatever the heck happened. But it's been doing pretty good. I like the results. It's cheap lotion. I don't have much of it, but I get paid Friday, and I still don't know what I'm going to do, because I have to pay for my post office box, and it's $100. And I can't even afford to buy food. I have no money to buy food, and I don't get paid till Friday. So it's whatever's in my pantry, which is like rice. I have rice. So, yay. I mean, I can't afford to pay my bills. I can't afford to buy new clothing. I can't afford to buy food. I can barely afford to live. And how am I supposed to pay for my post office box? How am I supposed to pay for anything? I don't know. So, thumbs up on that, but I gotta pay for it, because if I don't pay for it by the end of the day, I lose it till Friday, and that's $100. So, yay. Thumbs up. You gotta love it. Life is life. Still though, let me take a look on my list here to see what else we have. Oh yes. Amelia, I've mentioned how she's, as an older kitty, I don't know if she's fully upstairs, like on a lot of her cogitation anymore. I barely see her anymore. She comes in, sniffs at the stuff that she used to chow. If she eats, she just basically licks the juicy parts of the food up and then leaves the solid stuff. And then when I don't give her more of just, crack open 5 or 6 cans so that she can lick up the juice that would make up like one. But I can't feed her, 15, 20 cans of this stuff a day, because it has been kind and wonderful people out there that pay for this stuff, and I can't just waste it. So I feed her, and she sniffs it, and then she jumps back out the window if she eats any, and sometimes she does, and sometimes she doesn't, and I see her for like maybe an hour a day, and she jumps out the window and is gone. Past couple days, she has been coming in, and then I look down, and she's killed a baby squirrel. And these are squirrels that are like big as your hand, not like little things like that. They're, tail and curled up in this. She's killing squirrels, and I don't know what to do. So, yay. Like I said, I barely see her, and then she comes in and then leaves. And I don't know where she goes, so it's yay. Life is yay. But she's like coming up on 20 years old, and she's very thin, and she used to just have a spot in her back where you could feel her vertebrae. And she had muscle mass for the rest of her. You can feel her spine down her whole body. She is just thin. She's old, but she's still doing what she does, so yay. But past that, itchy nose. I have talked, and I'll say this one real quick. I've talked about how I'd like to go walking on the railroad tracks that we have in town. They're doing some massive work. In fact, they're just shutting off the road that runs along the railroad tracks here to start doing some stuff. And I don't know what they're doing, because for the past couple months they've been doing little bits of dig up alongside of the track and replacing pipeline stuff, which might have nothing to do with the tracks. It might have nothing to do with the tracks at all. But at the same time, they've also been cutting down a lot of the vegetation that's around the tracks. So I don't know if they're planning on doing things for that area, if they're tearing up the roads and stuff just to make it nicer, or if it's for the tracks, or what. So, thumbs up. I still enjoy walking in that area, and if I can get my camera and it's not too dark and I can push through a whole bunch of stuff, then I will record another walkies just to show what they're doing in that area. I like construction. I like walking through construction areas because I like taking a look at, they start off with order, they tear it apart into this total chaos, and then build it back up into order again. And it's fascinating to watch, so thumbs up on that. And of course, thank you very much to each and every one of you that does watch past the first 3 minutes. I'm just rambling about this, that, and the other, and it is appreciated for absolutely each and every one of you that watches. I do appreciate this. My mental state appreciates it. It is a good thing, and I do not know why I am having to clear my throat so often. So, yay on that one. But on the whole cosmic horror framework front and creative thought and all that, I have been doing more thinking, as stated earlier, and I wanted to do a little bit of talking about that, because one of the cosmic horrors I have mentioned and even talked about this situation, but I don't know how deeply I did, and I don't have a lot of time to get into in-depth, but one of the cosmic horrors is actually as pleasant as can possibly be and does very, very little harm. Every single one of the others does something where they just don't care about us. And you can't blame them. I mean, if we go out to go camping, we'll chop down a tree for firewood, and we'll tear up an area to make our campground. And it's like, we don't care about the life that lives there. We're doing something. Basically that with the cosmic horrors. They don't care about the minor things. They can't. They're so much and so big, and everything else is so minor and small. You don't think about fungus and plants and all the insects in the ground when you're digging. You just dig. Well, that's the way they do. Every single one of them has interests and such that they're looking around the multiverse, and wherever they can focus their attention, that spot gets a lot of heat and pressure, and other energies are generated and things happen. Sometimes good, mostly not. But Haki, this one cosmic horror, spends no time doing that. There is, for out here, us, there are basically 3 zones of the universe that are divided up by heat and pressure. There's the Ungara, which is, we can't understand it, it's too real. There's the Ungare, which is close to us, but still very dangerous. We're in the Ungaden, the cold and dark. Out here in the Ungaden, there is an entity that took a look at the entirety of the multiverse, and when it took a look at the entirety of all of the Gokura, the numberless, the prey, and it felt towards us out here in the Ungaden the same way that if you're a cat person or a dog person and you come across a slightly malformed animal, you just instantly fall in love. You have no control over it. It's your heart. And so you fall in love with it, and you decide to take care of it until the day that it naturally goes. And you don't regret it. You love that animal. You take care of it until it's gone. This entity feels towards us in the Ungaden that way. It is the Drainlands. Drain. when we sleep, our minds take a quantum journey to this other place that is not an actual location, but our minds take a quantum trip there. The other zones of the universe, when they sleep, they just sleep. There's rapid eye movement, and they heal, and they do this stuff, but they don't dream. Dream is a gift from the Draylens that is taking care of us out here in that fashion. When we sleep, we dream instead of just darkness and wake up. And Hoki came across this thing and had its moment when it realized that not everything is just prey. And it was a defining moment, and it came to maturity, and it has fallen in love with the Draylens. And I'll talk more about that later, because right now I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 or however many people left comments. And from the comments tab, I'm not reading the comments right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time, you expended the calories, thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language with my depression and ADHD and all sorts of things, sometimes I can't remember anything at all. Still doing good, but then there is I'm not going to be able to pronounce this one properly, but thank you very much. It is a Vietnamese name, and I do not want to ruin it, but it looks like Tu Yen Hua, and I know it's not that, but thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. And Confused Owl 29. Very, very cool. And Confused Owl 29 is starting up their YouTube channel again, so check it out if you'd like to. Victoria Kluk, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very much. Favel, greatly appreciated. Good to see you. Doc Truel, thumbs up. There is Johnny KM with information about videos, and that's good stuff. Zach Goodrich, thumbs up, and thank you. Johnny K, thumbs up, and yeah, the alt-right situation online sucks. Beatrice, thumbs up, and thank you. We have Arash the Archer, greatly appreciated, and Boo with a little kitty face, who also has a nice little channel. You need to be able to speak non-English, but check it out as well. And that is it. 11 different people left me comments in the last 24 hours. Thank you so much. It is appreciated greatly, greatly, greatly. Yesterday was rough. I mean, normally I struggle to get 100 views on a video. Yesterday I was struggling to get 50. It's got a little bit better today on all those videos, but hokey smokes. But thank you, each and every one of you. You do get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, and it is appreciated to no end. A definite thumbs up. And since I have my hands in the air, I don't know where on whichever particular device that you may be watching this on, where the text box may be, but if you check out the text box, I have links to things like Twitter and Facebook and Patreon.com, and if you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without becoming a patron, whistling there, I can't do it on purpose, of course. I have, wherever the box is, a link to my PayPal, and if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have a link to an Amazon wishlist link as well, so thumbs up on that. You know, do not feel obligated, I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. Thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. I have no ideas why I do these things with my hands, other than the fact that it's just a form of stimming. I can feel everything move in my hands, and it's nice, so I do that. Thumbs up. Well, but hey, I'm going to try and be as creative as I possibly can. Hopefully you can be as creative as you possibly can. I got recordings to do. I got a letter from DSHS, Department of Social and Health Services, that I need to open up and check out. I've got phone calls I still have to make, so I'm going to be busy, and hopefully you'll be busy in a good way too. And of course, I'm going to yammer on this one until the end of days. The Covfefe bug is raging and people are dying. Please, if you have to go out, wear a mask, maintain your social distancing, try not to touch your face, wash your hands often. If you can, get vaxxed. If you can, when it's available, get the booster. You don't need to either perish or suffer lifelong complications from this. Just be smart. It's not a hoax. It's not political. It's just a virus. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is, well, quite frankly, a very good thing, I think.